Welcome back to another lesson in my Level 2 Performance and Technique course within the Beginner Piano course. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to get the book, there's going to be links to that below, and I also offer online piano lessons if you're looking for one. There's going to be information about that too. In this lesson, we're going to learn the hardest piece in this book, which is by Robert Schumann, and it's opus 68, number 8, Wilder Reiter, or Night in English. And this is a really famous piece from this collection, and it's very fun to play, but it's very difficult to play fast with a clean articulation, and it goes perfectly well with the chapters where we learn about 6/8 time, compound time, and also where we learn about the A minor key and its primary chords in the lesson book. Now what we can see, the piece is in A-B-A structure, so we've got a theme which is in A minor, the first two lines, that repeats again, and then the second two lines, so lines 3 and 4, are in F major and the hands swap. So the left hand takes on the melody and the right hand is playing the chord, whilst in the first section, the A section, the right hand was playing the melody and the left hand was playing the chords. The final section, the last two lines, is the exact repetition of the first two lines. So again, melody returns to the right hand and left hand is playing the chords. So A section with the repeat. Now the difficulty or the challenge is the staccatos and the constant finger changes on the notes. As we climb up with these broken chords, we need to always substitute the fingers, and that's going to be the hardest thing to do, to memorize those finger numbers and to be able to carry on without slipping off. We also have a couple of slurs in the piece to break up the constant staccatos, and it's actually making it harder because you really have to focus on those slurs. And the chords are staccato as well, with a few exceptions. And in the first section is the primary chords of A minor. In the second section is the primary chords of F major, which again we learned about in level 2. Let's see the first section. We're in 6/8, as I said, so 6 beats in a bar, and we start with an upbeat, and each beat is an eighth note or a quaver long. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the grouping already shows you that the accent is going to be on the 1 and the 4. Let's start with the left hand. We're going to start in this A minor position, A, C, E, 5, 3, 1. And the first chord is just an A, C because the right hand is playing the E. And then we have a full A minor chord. So A minor chord. And then we have a D minor chord, 1, 2, 5 in second inversion, A, D, F. Then we go back to A minor, then we jump down to an E major, the dominant chord, E, G sharp, B, 1, 3, 5, which moves to the A minor, 1, 2, 5, E, A, C, it's in second inversion this time, and back to E major. And the second part is the same chords, but the order is a little bit different in the end. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at the end we've got 1, 3 on the AC, 2, 5 on the E, B, and back to A, C. So A minor, E major, A minor. So two things that come in here with the articulation. First one is the staccato chords, which is going to be forearm staccato. You want to bounce up the whole arm, not just the hands, not just the fingers, but the whole arm is going to be very energetic. And making sure the fingers stay nice and curved and the three notes are striked at the same time. So it's not an arpeggiated chord like, but. Okay, so we've got some held notes, the quarter notes, but the rest is staccato. The SF you see, which is sforzato, so forced, loud, is mainly for the right hand notes, but you can emphasize that left hand chord too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a nice deep forced accent on those notes to really bring out that note with the slur. The right hand is going to start EAC 1, 3, 5 in this position, and then we're going to continuously climb up, but we're outlining this A minor chord, the E major chord, which is E, G sharp, B, and A minor. So again, working around the primary chords of A minor. Now, without the articulation, let's just play the notes counting. So we start on the upbeat. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where you don't see finger numbers, that means it's the repetition of another section where I've already shown the finger numbers, so refer to that first line. In this case, you can see in the second line we don't have any finger numbers. That's because it's the exact same as the first line, so I didn't want to overload the score with finger numbers. Now, it's crucial to follow a fingering. Now, the one in the book is a very good fingering, but if you find something else that works even better for you, by all means you can go for that, but make sure you stick with it. So don't change the finger numbers every time you practice, because that's going to be very confusing for the hands and you won't be able to get that consistency in quality and evenness. Let's see those finger numbers again. So 1, 3, 1, and now we change to 2, 4, 1, changing to 2 again, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, 1, and number 4 on the B, G sharp, C, and 3 on the A, and finishing 4 on the B. Let's add in the staccatos. So here we've got more finger staccatos. The left hand had chords, that was forearm staccato. Here we've got more flicking of the notes, so the hand doesn't need to go up and down quite so much. We're kind of flicking the notes from the fingers, so a much lighter kind of staccato. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the legato slur and sforzato. And that's it with the articulation. So as you can see, the sforzatos are really there to emphasize the slurs. Now let's add it together. So left hand is bouncing, right hand is bouncing, but finger staccato and forearm staccato. Now sforzato and slur. Back to A, second line. And that's the end of the first section. And then you repeat it again, you go to the second section, and remember, the final section is the exact same as these first two lines. So hands together, really paying attention to the syncing of the two hands, making sure the two hands strike the notes at the exact same time. The staccatos are sharp, crisp, and precise. And that's the main challenge of this piece. Playing the notes is just half the success. You need to get the articulation very clean. Second section from bar 10, we move into the key of F major and the hands swap. The right hand is taking on the chords and the left hand is doing the broken chords with the exact same pattern as above, but this time outlining the chords of F major and C major. So right hand is starting C, F, A, 1, 3, 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving up 1, 3 on the F, A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now a C major chord, E, G, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now an interesting little broken chord here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. F major, A, F, crossover, E, G. Second line, same chords again. F major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C major, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back to the F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left hand. I'm going to play it with the articulation now as we talked about the notes. So starting 5 on the C, and we're outlining this F major chord, C, F, A. 5, 2, 5, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, and finishing on this 1, 5. And you can do 2, 1, 5 or 1, 1, 5. It doesn't matter. Second part. And finishing 1, 5, 3, 2. Hands together, very slowly. Needless to say, when you start practicing hands separately is really going to help. If you're very confident what the hands are doing separately, it's going to be much easier to put them together and coordinate them. Start very, very slowly, count very steadily, and if you get constant gaps when you try to change the chords, it means you need to slow down even more. So what I mean by that is this can happen very often. And then, oh, what's the next chord? What's the next chord? So don't do that. Don't start speeding up and then stop at the end of the bars where the chords change, because it's just going to emphasize that problem the faster you go. Slow down to the speed where you can get rid of those gaps between the bars, have complete consistency, and when you can do that at a slow speed, you can start speeding up gradually, little by little. And when you finish this second part, the first section comes back again, and you finish the exact same way.